DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Today's daily motivation is about giving yourself guardrails. What do I mean when I say giving yourself guardrails? Guardrails are basically like if you ever driven a car on the highway, you know that on the highway you have a divider on usually to your left side, right? That keeps the traffic that's going this way and the traffic that's going that way from running into each other because everybody's going at a very high speed. And then on the right side, usually the guardrail is just a line that you can easily cross, but then there's often maybe some grass or something like that, usually on the other side when you're on the highway. But those guardrails, the purpose of the guardrails is what? The purpose of the guardrails is to keep you from going off the road and going off track and staying where you're supposed to be, staying in the lane that you're supposed to be in. That's why those lines are there in the street. So even though you can easily cross them by just turning the steering wheel of your car, purpose of those lines are to be guardrails to let you know this is the area in which you should keep your car unless you're intentionally moving over into another lane. Now, I'm not talking about driving in a car here. That's not what this is about. I'm just using that as a metaphor to help you understand that in your life, you need to have guardrails in place. What are the guardrails in your life? The guardrails in your life are the mechanisms, whether they are ideas, whether they are systems, whether they could be a physical thing, something in place that keeps you from going too far off track from where you want to go. Now, what's an example of a guardrail? Example of a guardrail is if you're a person who has traditionally been overweight a lot in your life and you finally got yourself into good shape or you're in the process of getting into good shape, a guardrail can be, I'm not going to buy any chips or candy or snacks or desserts from the grocery store. That idea, that understanding, that decision is a guardrail in itself. Why? Because one thing you could do is say, well, I'm going to buy them, but I'm just not going to eat them that much. I'm only going to eat them on Fridays and Saturdays, but I won't eat them other days of the week. A guardrail would be I'm not going to buy them at all so that I'm not tempted to eat them any of the other days of the week. And if I do eat something like that, I got to go to the store and eat it in the store. I'm not allowed to bring it home. That's a guardrail. All right, that's a process and a system that keeps you away from yourself. It's basically designed to protect you from your own impulses, to keep you from doing the thing that you don't want to do. That is an example of a guardrail. Another example of a guardrail is if you say, let's say you have kids and you haven't been spending a lot of time with your kids because you're always at work and you allow work to spill over and you end up at work until 8 o'clock at night. By the time you get home, your kids are sleeping and you're not spending enough time with your kids and your spouse is getting annoyed with you because you're not spending enough time at home, you're spending too much time at work. What's a guardrail that you can put in place? A guardrail can be at 5 o'clock, I'm done working. I don't care what I've gotten done, what is not finished. I'm done at 5 o'clock. So everything I'm going to get done needs to be done by 5. Even if it's not done, I'm done and I'm leaving the office at 5 o'clock on the dot so I can be home, so I can spend time with my kids, so I can eat dinner with the family, so I can go to my daughter's ballet, I go to my son's soccer game. I'm absolutely leaving at 5 every day. You tell everybody in your team that, and everybody needs to make their adjustments to make that work. That is the form of a guardrail. A guardrail, again, doesn't have to be something physical. It can just be a belief. It can be a decision that you made. It can be an idea in your head that this is what I'm doing, and I'm creating this guardrail to protect myself from myself. That's what a guardrail can be. It can protect you from you. It can protect you from other people. It can protect other people from you. Whatever the situation happens to be, and this can be for a group. This can be something that happens with a team. This can be something that happens with an individual. Give you another example. When I was in college, one of my coaches said, excuse me, every day, if we had practice at whatever time we had practice, everybody needs to be on the court 15 minutes before the scheduled time and ready to practice. So you got to be there 15 minutes early or you're considered late. That's an example of a guardrail. So he said, practice at 4 o'clock. Everybody needs to be on the court at 3:45, dressed and ready to play. Like you can't be tying your sneakers at 3:45. You should be on the court and ready at 3:45. And then practice will start at 4 o'clock. That's an example of a guardrail because what the coach was doing was instilling in us the discipline of you need to be early over here. All right, being just quote unquote on time is late around here. He was establishing that as a guardrail. And all of you can establish guardrails for yourself. Again, this is just a matter of you deciding what they're going to be, why you want to create them, what are they going to do for you. So hopefully you're creating guardrails that actually will help you do something productive and something not only productive, but also effective to help you get to where you want to go. Not just effective, but also efficient to help you get to where you want to go and within a specific time frame, because time is the most valuable resource we have. So we should always make decisions with respect to our time, not just with respect to producing something just to say that we produced it. So when it comes to guardrails, what you need to be doing is deciding where are some areas of your life. One place you can start is where are you undisciplined? Where are you not doing the things that you need to do? Where are you allowing yourself to slip? Where are you coming up short? Where are you doing too much? Where are you not doing enough? where you just not producing the way that you want to produce, put guardrails in place that demand that you perform at a certain level that will actually get you to the outcome that you want. And let me let you know something about guardrails. Often, especially when you first start with them, they're going to be uncomfortable for you. They will be not easy for you to adhere to, and they're going to push you outside of your comfort zone. And I'm going to tell you something about that. That's exactly what you want. Right? That's exactly what should be happening. It should be uncomfortable for you. It should be out of the ordinary for you. It should be outside of the norm. And that's exactly what you need, because the only way we move forward in life and advance is by doing things that make us uncomfortable and getting out of our comfort zones. Most of you understand this on a logical level, but when it comes time to actually doing something that will make you uncomfortable, you don't want to do it, because those guardrails, again, they constrict you in a way. But here's the good thing about constriction. Constrictions usually lead to freedom. When you have constrictions and you have fewer options, it's easier to make decisions. You can be more decisive because now you no longer have the paradox of choice. So if I tell myself I can work all day if I want to, I can work till 10 o'clock at night if I want to, then usually the amount of time it takes me to get things done expands because I got so much time. But if I say I got to be done by 5 o'clock, now I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, damn, it's 3:15. I only got an hour and 45 minutes to get everything else done that I'm going to get done today. Now I got to be a lot more urgent. I got to get things done, and I got to stop at 5 o'clock. That restriction, that constriction, those guardrails demand that I, first of all, get urgent about my work. Secondly, I get things done faster and more efficiently. Third, it makes me prioritize what I'm going to get done, because everything I'm going to get done. I got 15 items on this list. I ain't getting them all done in an hour and 45 minutes, which means I got to decide which ones are the most important, which will help me make decisions, because everything ain't of equal importance. All of these things, all of these forms of guardrails will help you in your life. And again, you can create these in any area. You can create these for work, for your personal life, for your business life, for your fitness, for your finances. You can create guardrails for all of this stuff. I'll give you one more guardrail you can make for your finances. There's this concept of paying yourself first. I was on this guy's podcast named Charles Mocha, and it's called Principled Humans, I believe is the name of his show. And one of the things that he asked me is what's one of the best, when it comes to finances, one of the best ideas or beliefs that you have. And I said, pay yourself first. And what that means is every time money comes in, a certain percentage of that money needs to go somewhere that is not going to go to bills and not going to go to paying expenses, but going to something that's actually going to be yours that you can either save or grow. And that can be investments, it can be put in a savings account, whatever it is that you're doing with your money to expand your money or at least maintain your money. And a guardrail can be, you can say to yourself, all right, every dollar that comes in, 10% of every dollar, I automatically move to this account that is my don't touch account. Or every dollar that comes in, 15% goes to this account that's for my kids, for their college funds. Or every dollar that comes in, this percent is going into my investment account. I'm going to invest in that in something that can grow. I'm going to invest that in real estate, or I'm going to put it in some stocks or some bonds or whatever it is that you're doing. The whole point is, it doesn't matter how you do it or what the percentage is about having the guardrail in the first place, which removes human error. It removes the fact that we sometimes forget. It removes the fact that sometimes we don't feel like it. When you have a guardrail in place and it's a real, true standard, it's a non-negotiable, it's a principle, and it's in place, then there are no negotiations and there are no exceptions. So that's why you want to use guardrails. And this is something that all of you should start doing if you're not already doing it in every area of your life that is important for you. So with that said, that's today's daily motivation, putting guardrails in place. Text me. You want to get my text message daily motivation, which is different from this message, every day for free, straight to your phone. My number is 305-384-6894. You'll get it every day straight to your phone, guaranteed to have you focused, sharp, and on point. Next, Work on Your Game University. That is where I do all my coaching, all my courses, all my high-level trainings is at workonyourgameuniversity.com. Just go to the link. You want to get on a call with us. You want to get access to all of our trainings. Just go to workonyourgameuniversity.com. You'll see all your options right there. Next, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you like the video, comment on the video, share the video, hit the notification bell so every video that comes out, you'll be getting a notification to get straight to you every day when this daily motivation drops. Work on your game. Dre, all